Hey guys, this is Eric Metamard. I'm here today to share one of the most extraordinary methods that I have in my arsenal for finding buyers. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Metamard, a real estate wholesaler, and I'm a real estate agent, real estate consultant. I also have out my own live investing products. But today, I'm just here to teach you the number one best method that I have for locating buyers very quickly and then having them spoon-fed to you every week from the moment that you decide to start implementing this technique. Now, what's so cool about this is it doesn't involve having to talk to pain in the butt real estate agents. It doesn't involve having to talk to anybody. In fact, if you do exactly what I lay out here, essentially you'll be able to build your buyers list, have it spoon-fed to you over time, and you can do it all with postcard marketing if you'd like, or you can also do it with phone calls. I would encourage you to do phone calls, but if you're a hands-off person, you're also going to be able to do it the hands-off way. So what we're going to do is we're going to visit the HUD website for your area. So we're going to run to the HUD website for my town, which is Michelson, Connor, and Bull, MCBREO. If you enter HUD for your state, you're going to be able to find it. Generally, one place is going to cover all of your state for HUD homes. And it looks like in Michelson, Connor, and Bull covers Arizona, Colorado, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, Utah, and Wyoming. So if you're in any of those states, then you can just go to Michelson, Connor, and Bull. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the state links. I'm going to click on Michigan since I'm in Michigan. And we are going to, over in this column, you're going to see a place for brokers and selling agents. This is actually where you can find out about the prices on HUD homes, what they sold for, etc. There's two different things. There's bid results. In the bid results section, I'll just take you there for a minute so you can get an idea of what it looks like. In the bid results section, we can select any city that we would like. I live in Grand Rapids, so I'll select the Grand Rapids market. We can quick search. And what this is going to be is all of the homes that have recently been bid on and accepted in Grand Rapids. So we can go down here and see that the date the offer was accepted. So we've got 5/12, 2009, 1131 Griggs was. What I would do is suggest that you take that. You're going to go to your thing here, and you'll put 1131 Griggs, the date, 5/12. I suggest you keep a spreadsheet like this. This isn't the spreadsheet I use. I'm just setting up an example for one, but this is what I use. I use Open Office spreadsheet to keep track of all of these. It's going to be very important just that you capture at least the address and the date. So we've got that down there now. And we'll return back. And you can either take it off the bid results page. That's typically going to be the homes that have been accepted within the past 2 weeks. Now, I'll probably end up teaching you a little extra here. If you go to the bid statistics page, this is where you're going to be able to find out what the bids were on particular homes in your area. So we can scroll down here, and we are at Grand Rapids. I'll explain to you in a minute why this is such a fantastic strategy. I invented it myself when I was a rookie agent, and I was trying to find out a way to locate investors in record time without having to do a whole lot of work or a whole lot of advertising. Basically, this is a free strategy, but one of the most deadly effective strategies that you will find out there, period. And I don't think that there is a guru out there that is teaching this, because I know that because I've bought most of their courses and have yet to see it in any of them. Okay, so we've got all of these here. You can see the addresses and the names. You may not be able to see it. I'll try to zoom in for you when I finish this video. But it's got addresses and names, and the ones in yellow are actually homes that haven't had accepted offers yet. So if you're planning to bid on a HUD home, then it may help to go in and see what other people are bidding. But all of the ones highlighted in green are accepted offers. So what we'd want to do is we'd want to copy and paste. You could essentially just keep your own. I use an Excel sheet, but you could just keep a regular sheet and copy and paste that top line and paste it in. So probably look something like this. It's a really good way to keep track. Okay, you see how nice that is? I didn't have to do anything but copy and paste. I've been using Excel all along. I may start doing it this way. But anyway, so you've copy and pasted that, and you've got the date. Now, what this gives you is you're going to start keeping track of it right now. is you've got the date, the offer was accepted, the list price, the bedrooms, the baths, the address, and you've got the HUD case number. But what we're looking for is homes that have been accepted that are non-owner occupied. So when you're going through here, you're going to be able to see when people bid. And generally, I know in my market there's a 10-day period after it's listed that you can start bidding. As you can see up here, it says that these are the bids received in the past 2 months on the property. And 10 days after owner occupancy ends, we've got investors. So any of these that you see when you go in there, the last list date is 4/03 on this one. And you can see the first offer was submitted on 3/19, so you know that this was an investor who picked this up. Very cool. Now what do you do with that? Well, since you've got the address of the property, and HUD requires, at least in my market and the other 5 markets that are associated with Michelson County or Bull, and I'm guessing it's probably the same across the board, HUD requires 60 days between the day that the contract is accepted and the day of closing. So 60 days from right now, this person who bought 2924 Coit is going to be going to closing. And then after they close, they're going to turn their stuff into the Register of Deeds, and then it's going to be updated in the tax records. Now, since I have this running list and this running tally of people and houses that have sold, I can go into the tax records, find out exactly who bought those houses, and I'm going to know that they're investors because they bought off of the non-owner occupied list or the non-owner occupied properties. So virtually, once you start keeping track, about 60 days from the day you start keeping track, and a lot of times it's going to be sooner because this is a 2-month list. So if you go to the bottom of the list where the homes have sold the farthest out, some of those homes are already going to be closing. So if those homes are closing and closed, you're going to want to start checking your tax records online to find out who bought those homes. I would suggest then doing a reverse phone book search off of that and calling the people directly, introducing yourself and saying, hey, this is basically what I say. I say, hey, this is Eric Metamar. I do a lot of investing in the area, and I'm wondering if you'd be offended if I called you with some good deals. I see you bought up a HUD house recently, and I'm wondering if it would bother you if I gave you a call. And the reason that I word it, would you be offended if, or would it bother you, is because those are things that are very hard for someone to say no to, because they wouldn't be offended and they wouldn't be bothered. But it leads you to exactly the same place as it would as if you were to say, can I call you with this? And a lot of times people may say no. So I'd say, would you be offended if I gave you a call with a good piece of real estate in the future? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. And then every time a new HUD house sells, I plug it into my list, and I've got a running tally, and I'm going to have an updated list of everybody who's buying homes, every investor who's buying homes in my market, hitting every week. So HUD is virtually going to be spoon-feeding me my buyers list that I can contact later on. What this does is it eliminates the need for advertising, eliminates the need for going to REI meeting. It virtually eliminates the need of everything because you're just going to be working with people that are buying right now, and those are the people that are going to pay you the money that you need to get going as a real estate wholesaler. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. If you want to learn more about real estate wholesaling, feel free to visit my website, themillionairesblog.com. That is themillionairesblog.com. Or you can check out my investing course at www.greatgurugiveaway.com. Till next time, this is Eric Metamar. I'm out.